After Prime Minister Alexis Tsipras met with the ministers of his, Syriza, party on Thursday, he made clear that the government will remain as it is at least until the agreement for a third bailout by its eurogroup creditors is reached. According to Greek Interior Minister Nikos Voutsis, such a statement could imply possible elections in September or October. Elections will quite likely be held in September or October, depending on developments, Voutsis said. MPs from the ruling Syriza party ended up voting against austerity measures even though they agreed to accept the measures during Thursday's meeting. With the majority of the lawmakers rebelling against new reforms and measures from the EU, Tsipras stated, "Personally, I cannot allow anyone, after what I have been through for 6 months, consider that he has a stronger feeling of dilemma over our common principles, values, positions, and ideological references." Out of 149 MPs, 32 voted for no, rejecting the agreement with Greece's creditors. Yanis Varoufakis, Tsipras' former finance minister, was one of the rebels that rejected the austerity measures. The third bailout package to be signed is a €86 billion loan which has been granted under conditions which contradict the country's July 5 referendum, where the majority of Greek citizens turned down the creditors' demands. As Tsipras agrees on the creditors' proposals, Greek citizens have expressed their disappointment. Anti-austerity protests took a violent turn in Syntagma Square, outside the parliament building in the center of Athens, where police clashed with protesters as MPs voted on the bailout plan. "We will not avoid political developments by the end of the year," stated Thomas Gerikis, of Mark Polling Institute. "It was surreal, lawmakers saying they back the government but not the measures," he added. Greek Prime Minister Alexis Tsipras agreed on a third bailout on Monday after being elected as PM. "I had specific choices before me. One was to accept a deal I disagree with on many points, another was a disorderly default," Tsipras said, explaining his decision. Banks to open on Monday. In the meantime, Greek banks are scheduled to reopen on Monday according to the Ministry of Finance, after being closed for almost 3 weeks due to the enforcement of capital controls. ATM withdrawals are still limited to €60, $66, per account daily. According to local online newspaper Ephemera, Greek citizens will be able to withdraw €60 and then €120 after 14 hours or even €180 cumulatively, in an attempt to avoid long queues outside banks.